What the Chicago Bears could learn from the NFL playoffs in regards to their Justin Fields decision. All right, let's talk about this. What is going on, y'all? Fox Sports All back at it with another video talking some NFL. And the playoffs have been incredible, folks. They've been a lot of fun. But I'm a Bears fan, right? So I'm always thinking about, hey, how can my team get better and get to this position where I'm watching my team in the playoffs and not watching other teams? Even though I'm an NFL fan in general, so I'm going to be watching these games anyways. But my point is I want my team here. So while watching these games, especially the conference championship games, man, I could not stop myself from kind of thinking about the whole decision for the Bears, especially with that AFC title game, the Chiefs and the Ravens one, more specifically than the other one. And we all know the biggest debate in town right now is if the Bears should keep Justin Fields or if they should trade him and draft Caleb Williams. And my biggest takeaway from watching those games, and specifically that first game, was we need to draft Caleb Williams. We need to draft Caleb Williams. Now, you might be thinking, Faiz, like, really, you're going to go ahead and make that, proclamation and decision from a playoff game? Hear me out, okay? Before you get attacked or anything, just hear me out. The reason I'm saying this is because I'm watching that game, and I think it's fair to say that for Justin Fields specifically, if his ceiling becomes Lamar Jackson and he hits that ceiling, everybody would be ecstatic, right? We're talking about a now going to be two-time MVP Lamar Jackson, one of the best players in football, a top 5 quarterback. Like, everyone would love it, right? And it would be great, but the name of the game is to win a championship, not to win awards. And not to have just a great quarterback, but to win a Super Bowl. And watching that game, man, with Lamar Jackson, he had completed like 5 passes well into the game only. All right? He couldn't get anything going through the air until very late when he was in comeback mode. And the difference, and again, we're talking about Patrick Mahomes here, the best quarterback in the world and arguably the best quarterback ever, right? He's in the GOAT conversation. But just that gap is insane, man, right? Like, Lamar is great and he's solid, but Patrick Mahomes he's something else. But more specifically, when I'm taking a look at Lamar, like the rushing, right? He's a rushing quarterback. That's his best trait, most elite trait. He can certainly throw, and he's certainly great at that. But rushing is still what he's more elite at. And I can't help but tell you that if, he was more of a passing quarterback, they probably would have had a better chance. Like, Lamar Jackson kind of got exposed, didn't show up in the biggest moment that he needed to. And so to me, I'm just thinking, look, I want a pass first guy. And I'm not saying Justin's a run first guy, but I'm just saying, like, his best trait is his rushing. So I guess I should say I want a guy whose best trait is his passing, is his anticipation, is his timing, it's his throwing. It's that. Look, Patrick Mahomes is mobile too. I'm not talking about having a statue in the pocket. I don't want to duck back there. I like mobility, but not when it's your best attribute. And this is more about Justin than it is about Caleb Williams here. So let's just put Caleb aside for a second. I'm just talking about with Justin, right? When you take a look at the last few Super Bowl winners, I was kind of shocked by this, even though, like, when you go back and you think about who won the Super Bowl, you remember, right? It's been pocket passer after pocket passer. All right? Mahomes won the last Super Bowl. Stafford before that. Brady before that. Mahomes before that. Brady before that. Nick Foles before that. Brady before that. Peyton Manning before that. Brady before that. And then you have to go all the way back to Russell Wilson to be able to name a guy who is a mobile quarterback. But I would still say Russell was a better passer than he was a rusher. He was not a Cam or a Lamar type of quarterback. He just could run a little bit better than these other guys. But pure pocket passers here, people, or I should say guys that are way better throwing the football than they're running the football here. With Brady, with Mahomes, with Stafford. And look, I'm not saying that style of football you can't win in. Like the Bears went to a Super Bowl with Rex Grossman, but that was a while ago. My point is, it's just a league where if you want to make it that far, you got to be able to do it through the air, folks. You just do. And the other thing, by the way, that I also noticed is, look, folks, quarterbacks on rookie deals, they're making the Super Bowl left and right. Now, in this instance, not necessarily winning the Super Bowl, but Brock Purdy, quarterback on a rookie deal. Jalen Hurts last year, quarterback on a rookie deal. Joe Burrow year before, quarterback on a rookie deal. Patrick Mahomes, quarterback on a rookie deal. Like, it's happening left and right. So, like, the notion that, Caleb is going to come here and it's going to be a 5-year rebuild, that's not the case. It's not the case. So, it is that advantage. So, to me, like, just watching the playoffs, it's just making the decision more clear to me. Like, I love Justin. I really do. And I want Justin to get better and improve. But I just feel like, man, until his passing becomes better than his rushing, that upside, that ceiling is just going to be capped. When we're talking about, like, going far in the playoffs, all right? If we're talking about just, like, accolades and statistics and MVPs, that's different because Lamar has that. But Lamar doesn't have a ring. Neither does Cam Newton. And so, like, these rushing quarterbacks, that's a problem. That's the problem with them, man. And the name of the game is to win a Super Bowl. So, to me, again, you guys can get mad at, you guys can, be upset thinking I'm hating, but I really am not. I want what's best for the Bears. And I feel like, hey, Caleb Williams, to me, his best attribute is his arm, not his legs. He is a guy who's mobile, but his best attribute is his arm. That's what you want in a quarterback if you want to make it far, if you want to get to a Super Bowl and win a Super Bowl. So that's just what I saw from watching the playoffs over the weekend. What do you guys think, man? Leave a comment down below. Am I crazy? I think I'm leaning strongly towards, hey, let's go ahead and reset with Caleb and move off of Justin. Let me know what you guys think. Leave a comment down below as always. Thanks a lot.